You know, guys, I really hope that Dillian White doesn't waste his time facing Derek Chisora for the second time, because I saw that altercation. I saw that altercation that Dillian White and Derek Chisora had in the David Haye versus Tony Bellew fight. And whenever I see altercations like that, that always like indicates to me that they're trying to hype that fight up. If you get what I'm saying, like whenever I see two fighters like face off and have like this big altercation, and they're like talking shit to each other's faces, I always feel like that's them trying to sell a fight. Kind of like when David Haye fought Derek Chisora, they did that whole confrontation after the Klitschko fight. And even in the first fight, when Derek Chisora and Dillian White, remember before this fight was signed, they had a confrontation. This was like in mid 2016 or something. And I really hope that Dillian White doesn't go for this fight next, because honestly, at this point in Derek Chisora's career, Derek Chisora is shot. I don't think that Derek Chisora has anything left to offer at any stage. He definitely doesn't have anything to offer at world level. He's not an elite heavyweight at all. And I think Dillian White is better than Derek Chisora. I think if Dillian White were to fight Derek Chisora, that would be like a downgrade. You know what I'm saying? Like, Dillian White wants to fight for titles, right? He wants to be a champion. What's the point in fighting Derek Chisora again? Derek Chisora just lost against Ajit Caballero. Ajit Caballero was a nobody. I don't know how good he is, but this point in his career, Ajit Caballero has been fighting nothing but bums. So Derek Chisora lost to a nobody. He's coming off a loss to a guy like that. So again, what is it going to do for Dillian White to beat a washed up Derek Chisora? Really nothing, ain't it? It's not nothing. Nothing is going to do anything for him. So I think what he should do is he should try and get the Deontay. He should still try and get the Deontay Wilder fight. But if Deontay Wilder still refuses to fight him, and he's still not willing to fight him, then I think, like, I don't have a problem. I guess when it comes to like me as a boxing fan, I would like it for him to fight what's his name, Luis Ortiz, just because I think that's a really good fight. I think Dillian White versus Luis Ortiz is a good fight for both of them. I think that's a really good fight. That's a quality fight. Dillian White versus or Luis Ortiz. That's a fight that I would be excited for. Like, I would literally be looking forward for that fight. I personally, as a boxing fan, would want him to fight Luis Ortiz, because I just think it's a good fight. Or like I said, he should just take the route where he fights Kubrat Pulev, because that's an easy fight for Dillian White. Dillian White could just get rid of Pulev once and for all. Like, I hope he knocks out Pulev, because I think he's the most overrated fighter in the heavyweight division. If he beats him, then he still has to. He's gonna put himself in the position to fight AJ's IBF strap, right? AJ will be willing to fight Dillian White again, because AJ already fought him. So he's gonna be willing to fight him again, right? Because he knows he could beat him already, right? He fought him back then. He knows what Dillian White's all about, so he knows he has the ability to beat him. So I wouldn't see why he would duck him. So I think that's the best route to go. If Deontay Wilder, ducks him again, try and either go get the Kubrat Pulev fight, and then you'll get in line with, what's his name, Anthony Joshua to face for his belt, and this time you're going to be facing him for, a world heavyweight belt, or all his belts, because he has 3 out of the 4 major belts, right? For us entertainment, for our entertainment, I would really also like it if he fought Luis Ortiz. Like, really, just because I think that's a good fight. I would really be looking forward to that fight. But don't waste your time with Derek Chisora. Like, come on. Do not. Listen, man, Dillian, don't waste your time fighting Derek Chisora. Derek Chisora is one of those guys that he's always looking for a big fight, but he always comes up short. The dude always comes up short. Every time he tries to have these big fights, but he's just not that good. That's why he always loses. Alright, he was trying to get a big fight with the Klitschkos. He even spit in Vladimir Klitschko's face, and he got beat up. He lost to Vitaly Klitschko. He tried and do the same shit with David Haye, and he got knocked out against David Haye. You know, every time this guy steps up, he loses, and he tried to do it against Dillian Whyte. He lost to Dillian Whyte. So, you know, he even lost to Karev Pulev, man. Come on. He's going to lose again. He will never be a champion. This guy is at the end of his career, and he's just trying to get a big payday. The guy is like, what, 35 at this point? He knows it's at the end of his career, okay? He knows that he's like irrelevant. He's becoming irrelevant at this point. Don't waste your time with this dude, man. It's not gonna prove anything. He's washed up. I mean, I don't want to see that fight again. You know, although it was exciting, it would have been more exciting had they fought literally as soon as the first fight. Let's say the first fight happened. Let's say he would have fought him 3 months later. Then it would have been better. But at this point, it's been like, you know, almost 2 years now, and like I said, Derek Chisora is slowing down. You know, he's starting to slow down even more. So he's probably gonna be worse than what he was back then. So yeah, I think you should just do that. And that's all I have to say, guys. Subscribe, and hope you guys enjoy it, man. I'm out.